And welcome to Josh's Video Diary. This is my diary channel where I practice being in front of a camera so I can be more natural at it. If you do something a lot, then you tend to get better at it. And if you practice perfectly, then it's even better practice. Because if you practice badly, you may still get better, but you won't get better as quickly. Anyway, this is going to be a very long video. It's going to be a lot of rambling and a lot of talking because I'm trying to practice, but that's cool because someone might find this useful and maybe watch bits of it. Anyway, I better get on with it because it's going to be really long. Check out my new toys. Oh, actually, I should probably commentate this. So, here is the box for the Insta360 cam. I've got the selfie stick, the invisible selfie stick plus tripod, vibration dampener, quick release mount, mic adapter, fast charge hub, and a big fast SD card. And I'm going to go through them one by one, give you a little bit of a review and also an unboxing, and talk about this Insta360 camera. Which is recording, well, I'm outputting it to 360 mode. So, yeah, let's go through my list, eh? So, new toys. Oh, I should mention, not sponsored. Yes, this video is not sponsored by any camera manufacturer, especially not sponsored by Insta360. In fact, I'm sponsoring them because I paid for all this stuff. Just now, actually, I went out and bought it. Well, I had a few things already. I had the camera already, which is why the box is empty. It's empty because the camera, I've had it for a while. I've been posting already, and it's what I'm recording this on. So, yeah, that's the camera. Oh, I should mention it comes with a nice protective neoprene pouch, which is actually a really nice little product. I like this. It's got a cutout so you can charge it in the case. You can pop it open and charge it, and it protects the lenses. Yeah, really nice. I like this. Okay, comes with a lens cloth, a quick start guide, piece of paper, this pouch, and a charge cable. Okay, enough of that because we're supposed to be talking about the accessories. Yes, this is going to be a honest and non-biased review, as I've been watching a lot of review channels and they say, oh, we're honest and we're not biased, even though the company gave us all these nice products for free, and yeah, we're going to be honest about it. But really, if someone gives you something for free, you're still going to feel like putting them into a positive light, which is human nature, but that's kind of, I don't know. By saying that they're honest, does it make them more honest? Kind of feels a little bit weird when they mention that. But anyway, I guess they're trying to keep themselves honest, which is good. But anyway, who wouldn't mind free stuff? If you want to send me stuff, I'll give you my as honest as I can review. Or maybe I'll just be dishonest and say all the good stuff about it. But don't worry, I probably won't, because I'm honest. Yeah, okay. Next, blogging camera. So, 360 cameras are really good blogging cameras because when you're blogging, you want to be in the shot. And because it's a 360 view, you can't really hide from it. Can't hide, it sees everything. In fact, if you look carefully, you can even see my trendy decathlon pool shoes, which I kind of wore down the grip. No, it wasn't this one. I had a pair of Crocs and I wore down the grip, and then I kept slipping over and landing on my back when it was raining. It was really bad. I think I'm going to put some grip tape on it to ghetto fix the grip problem and extend the life of my shoes. and my Gutadama socks. And I should get onto the review. This is going to be crazy long, but if you follow this channel, you're probably used to it. And no one's forcing you to watch this stuff, so you can still leave a nasty comment in the comments. Yeah, don't say I forced you to watch this. So you can't hide. It's good if you want to be in the shot. So if you don't want to be in the shot, it's also a good camera, but it's a little bit quirky. And the workflow, it's a bit cumbersome, I would say. You have to record it. Then in the Insta360 you have to assemble it because it's got the front and the back camera. And then maybe you want to edit it in Final Cut or Premiere. I think that light's going to flare. I'm going to change the camera because it's going to look better. I think that's going to look better. Might be a bit backlit. Anyway, I'll review and see. The workflow. And then when you upload to YouTube, I've been uploading these 29-minute monster files. Sometimes I even combine them with other clips to make it like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. And then I end up with a 180 gigabyte file, which you then have to upload to YouTube. And then YouTube takes their sweet time to process it. They need to compact it even more, get rid of all the quality, so people can actually download and watch the thing, which is fair enough. Doesn't look as good once it's on YouTube. But at least it will load faster, because these files are massive. When you watch these, you're actually loading not just this area, but the areas you aren't watching, which is kind of wasteful. So like the floor and behind the camera. I mean, you can even look around my room and see everything. That's what I mean by you can't hide in a 360 camera. So yeah, the workflow can be a bit slow. There was a video I shot and it took 5 days for YouTube just to process it. As in, I uploaded it and I couldn't even look at it until I couldn't look at it on YouTube until 5 days later. I thought it glitched and I'd have to re-upload it or something, but I waited and I waited, and then 5 days later it was ready. So kind of slow. If you're blogging, I would also recommend just use your phone. The quality, the sharpness will be good, and you won't have to. It'll be easier to edit. You don't have to transfer it to a phone or an iPad or a computer and edit. It's already there. You can use iMovie or whatever. But anyway, they are fun. So let me. Oh, I've got ants. So many ants in my house. I've got all this, like there. If you look there, hopefully you can see the bottle. That's ant powder. I've got one there and a few in the kitchen, and they don't even eat it. So annoying. Anyway, let me check the time on this. 8 minutes. Okay. And it is recording. Good. So, yeah, that's the Insta360 part done. We should get onto the unboxing and the accessories. But first, I better have a drink. I would cut this if I was doing a proper video, but I'm also just practicing and I don't want to spend all my time editing. So for this video, you're either going to have to watch me drink this delicious pomelo juice, or you could skip, press fast forward or whatever, so you can get to the juicy parts. Get it? Juicy part? What a dad joke. I'm not even a dad. Or as my friend would say, that I know of. Okay, time to unbox. I've got an invisible selfie stick. Now, when I look at it, I better hope that it's not invisible, otherwise they would have gypped me and ripped me off by giving me a box with no selfie stick. So let's hope there's an actual selfie stick inside it that I can see. I'm going to cut off the tab now. It is the short selfie stick. Let me give you the stats on it, because there, hopefully you can read that if your internet connection is fast enough. This is the short one. It weighs 95 grams or 0.21 lbs. Libs? I don't know. Oh, ounces? I'm not really good with imperial. It goes to 70 centimeters and it retracts to 16.5 centimeters. Show not tell. So it's very small and I can see it. Oh, it's not so invisible after all. They lied. But what they mean by invisible is that you can't see the stick once it's on the camera. In fact, if you look down at the bottom, you won't actually notice that the camera is on a selfie stick. But if you look into the mirror, look, you can see, like, turn the view around so you can see the mirror, which is there. You can see the stick, but if you look down on the camera, it's invisible because the stick is actually in the camera's blind spot. You'll probably see the 3 legs though because they spread out, but you can't see the actual stick. Okay, it's got a nice little rubber grip, which is nice. I'm going to compare it to this old one here, the old generation one. And the new ones, they extend by, you just pull it. And the length is like quite good. If you want something, this is perfect for blogging and walking around when you're holding it because you don't need it too far away. In fact, you kind of want it a little bit close because you want the audio and the microphones. Oh, I didn't turn off the air conditioner. That's one way you can dramatically improve your sound quality. See how quiet and no hum? Alright, I should have done that earlier, but that's why I do these practice videos. What was I saying? I can't remember now. Anyway, oh yeah, the audio. You want the camera to be kind of close when you're using a 360 camera without an audio microphone solution, which I did buy. I'll get to that eventually, probably like 3 hours later. The selfie stick's great because you can just pull it up, or you can shorten it to whatever height you want, and it's quick. So the new generation ones have that feature. It's made of aluminium, so it's not as lightweight as the old ones, which this is carbon fiber, but it's only like 20% difference, I think, if you compare the size and weight ratio, because carbon fiber needs to be a bit thicker than aluminium, which can be thinner, which offsets the extra weight. But anyway, it's not heavy at all. It's quite good. So that's the Insta360 invisible selfie stick. Completely invisible. Well, maybe they should word that better because I can see it. Lightweight, portable design with a feather. It is relatively lightweight and it's small. It's good. You can throw it in your bag, which is why I wanted to get this, because the other one, which is this one, which I can't actually open, but I can still show you, I will get to that, is really long. Really long, and it's a bit thicker. So if you just want something that you can throw in a little satchel, which is that thing. See, I've got a little satchel bag. Then this fits, but you might want something smaller. So yeah, this feels good. I like the little rubber thing here. What annoys me about rubberized grip kind of things is they tend to wear off and peel off and get like hard and horrible after you've used it for a few years. So right now, it's great. It feels nice, but if I have this for like 5 years, eventually it gets rough and horrible. But then again, this for 159 Hong Kong dollars. Check your own store and pricing in your region. Not that expensive. Good little tool, I think. So that's that. Let me show you the old style. The old style, you couldn't just pull it up. See, I can't have it at, if I want it there, I can only have it at there or whatever. But this is the old one that has many sections. It's kind of held together by friction, so I have to pull it and lock it in place there. Lock it in place there. Lock it in place there. Now this one, I don't even know the specs of it anymore, but slightly longer, but can you see? I hope that's in frame. It might not be, you might have to scroll, but you don't really need it that long all the time. Sometimes you want that length, but for everyday blogging, I think the short one is a good little size. That said, we're going to review this one. Now, I can't actually open this because I've already got one. I bought this one for Draft, who is a regular on this channel, a regular guest. He's got his own channel, I'll link it. But this is his, 190 Hong Kong dollars. And I'm going to show you it now by, because it's there, I'm going to like hand hold the tripod. Not tripod, I'm going to hand hold the camera. So this is the invisible, oh, I should mention one more thing. There's a 1/4" thread at the bottom here, which can be used to put it on legs or attach it to their spinning bullet time thing. There's 2 bullet time things. One's a string one and one's a rotating handle. I didn't buy any of them because you could just ghetto your own little string. If you can attach it to the bottom of the camera, you'll probably need a 1/4" mount with a eye hook or something. But anyway, you can get that kind of stuff in photo accessories or whatever. Okay, I can move the camera so I can give you a closer look. So the base, it doesn't extend. The base that's as much as it goes, and that's as high as it goes. So if I stand up, that's to my my belly button is here, so slightly above your belly button maybe. Oh, yeah, that's my belly button there. I don't think you want to see all my fat, so I won't show you. Or maybe, okay, fine, I'll show you there. So so much COVID fat, but yeah, my belly button, it goes up to that, so that's where you film from. But the camera will be here and the lens will be here, so a little bit higher, if you wanted to know. Yeah, this has got the new design, which is the aluminium, where you can adjust it to any size you want. And this is great. This is the stick I would get if you could only get one, because it has this function of the tripod, which you can just you can see there, and then to collapse it, you just pull it like that, see, and it becomes part of the handle. So it's great. I like this. I use this all the time. I kind of wish it was a bit smaller, but I don't really think they can make it that much smaller without compromising certain design elements and materials. To open it, there's this push button. You press it and it unlocks like that. And you can use it at whatever height you want. So that's the invisible selfie stick plus tripod. Are there specs here? 1.05 extendable selfie stick. Yeah, quite good. Now I'm going to put this back on. Let me check the timing. I really hate this 29-minute limit, because while it can keep recording, it cuts it and then starts a new file, and you miss like 3 seconds, and I get like really paranoid because I don't want to be talking and then it cuts. That said, it does play a sound, so I would know, and then I could go back and redo it. But yeah, I think video cameras should go longer than... They should have no limit, I think. It should go for as long as your memory card will allow. Okay, so that's that selfie stick done. Talked about that. Okay, so those are done. Next, I've got a vibration dampener. This is to use a It actually works on their other cameras too. You might want to throw one of the Insta360, or you can even use it on a phone. It's designed to be used on a motorbike because you get a lot of vibration, and eventually can even destroy the image stabilizer in your phone, because it's like you have the phone on there for, let's say you use it for a year, and every day you're going to work and back. It's like 2 hours travel maybe, and it's shaking. Eventually it wears down the little image stabilizer motors in your phone, or it gives you a lot of shake on the on these cameras, which they can't correct for, because it's shake that's within each individual frame. I'd explain it more, but this video is going to be so long already, so I might do its own video on that, or you can maybe Google it and figure out what the heck I'm talking about. Vibration dampener. But actually the reason I got this is because when I was filming this in low light, you can look at my test videos in the previous videos, there'd be some intra-frame blur as I would step, and then the camera would move, and because it's shooting in a low light situation, the shutter speed's going to be like 1/30th or 1/60th or something like that, and you get a bit of blur in that frame. I'm hoping that this can I can rig it so this can reduce the blurriness when I hand hold it in a low light situation. That said, it's not designed for that. I don't know if it will work, but I'm gonna test it and show you the results. Hopefully to get better image quality out at night. Okay, opening that. It's got a little Allen key. Put that there. Foam. I guess I should leave that there and just take the unit out. Here we are. It's sizable. It's actually very interesting. Okay, so this has springs in it, and it moves, and you can. It's a shock absorber. It's kind of like one for a microphone, which I also considered using. You may be able to rig up a shock mount for a microphone and reduce the vibrations. Now, if you use this on the X3, because the base is quite thick, you're going to lose that invisibility of the tripod or the handle. But I'm also hoping that if I mount this onto a stick, create some distance, and have the camera here, it will reduce the vibration. But on initial feel of this, it's not that spongy. I kind of need it to be more elasticy. It's not a good first impression. However, my use case for this is not as intended. It's for you to put on a bike, which I'm sure works because it feels like it does. Interesting. Well, it will be worth a test. I'm hoping I was hoping that I could just hold this, put another stick on it, so I almost have like this. Ew. And I was hoping that I could use it to smooth out some vibrations, but it just feels a little bit, I don't know if you can see, but it's not spongy enough. I don't know if it'll work. Maybe it will. That's why I test. Anyway, this is kind of expensive. I reached about 25 minutes and the recording stopped because the camera overheated. It's not very good, but it was getting warm in here, and I turned off the air conditioner to make the sound better. But now I've turned it on again, and I'm trying to cool the room. It was getting a little warm, so kind of fair enough. I think I was starting to overheat. So I guess if you're starting to overheat by just sitting here in a room that's warm, the camera might overheat as well. And there's no airflow on here, so that would also help it cool a bit. So turning on a fan might help. Definitely turning on the air conditioner might help. And you could also cool yourself with a cold drink. Or maybe you could dip the Insta360 in some ice water, because it is waterproof. Although, yeah, that's another thing you got to be wary of. It can overheat. I'm just discovering that now. Good thing I do these tests. I will do a proper review video later, and I'll edit it and make it nice. While I was waiting for the camera to cool, I played with this a bit, and I don't know if it's going to work. I guess on a motorbike it can. It's just not. It's a bit like stiff. Anyway, I'll have to try it on a. Well, I have a bicycle, and I wanted to try it on that. So yeah, I guess if you go over a big jump or something, it will absorb it. So yeah, it's kind of expensive. $479 for this, but there's nothing else on the market really. So you either have it or you don't. Hope this is recording. It is. I'll turn the screen off to hopefully make it not get as hot. This Allen key, I believe, is to put in there so you can really tighten it, and therefore your camera won't fall off. Yeah, okay. I'll have to come back to this and see if it's any good. And I probably should read the instructions, but you can read it. Yeah, I'll come back to this. Alright, you got it? Chinese, some warranty stuff. Alright, that's that. Moving on. Okay. We have a quick release mount. $249, and I really like quick release things. It's not a must-have, but it's a very nice to have. Not actually that cheap, I reckon, but I had a look at this in the shop, and it looked really well made, and I thought, if it's well made and it's secure and it makes using the camera more you know, a better user experience, then it's worth getting. This is some sort of coin drive thing, and here's the unit. Actually quite small. So that's that. It on the bottom here you have 1/4 inch, as well as a GoPro prongs thing, which is held together by these little magnets. Maybe you can just see it there. Not held together, but like it will retract and stay up. So that's nice. I like magnets, and when they're put to good use, that can be very handy. Just they're not very strong, but it doesn't need to be. It just needs to be strong enough so you can hold it up, so you can mount it on a whatever you want to mount it on. So that's the quick release mount. The release itself, you press that and then it slides off. So it's kind of got like a little V. And this thing is so you can use it as like a screwdriver to crank it onto the camera. It's not terribly heavy. It's a little bit, it's like, it has a weight to it. It's probably made of aluminium. It's not heavy, but it's not super light. But yeah, I intend to put this on a selfie stick, and that way I can quickly, once attached to the camera, I can put it on and off. Make it another ant. See it? Don't know if you can see it. Anyway, get rid of that. That's the quick release mount. Next we have the fast charge hub, and I actually bought 2 more batteries to have a total of 3. It's still recording, good. So I can put 1 in each. The camera comes with 1, and I ordered 2 more, but I don't have it here because they didn't have any in stock, so I get to pick it up later. This is a USB charger. Let's see what it's got. Okay. Comes with a C-to-C cable, which is good. You probably want to have a nice high wattage USB-C power in for this thing. The specs itself, let me just read off what the box has. Weighs 96 grams. The adapter is 12 volt / 3 amps. Don't know if that helps. Triple battery charging, fast charging. So I've been told it charges faster than the than just having this the USB-C. This camera keeps on overheating. Probably because I turned off the air conditioner before and then recorded for 25 minutes in a warm room. This is Hong Kong after all. I'll keep an eye on that because I do record on this quite often, and I've been outside recording for more than half an hour and it's been okay. A little unfortunate, but we will continue on. Something to be mindful of when you're using this. The quick release adapter on my invisible selfie stick plus tripod, it kind of looks like that. And because the selfie stick's already kind of thick, it doesn't make it too awkward. So on this bigger selfie stick, it kind of makes sense, see? I think on the smaller selfie sticks, like on this one, it's going to jut out a bit. Do you want me to show you? I could, but I don't know how to. I've got to do this one-handed. Good thing I got my knees. Okay, so it would, if you have it on the smaller selfie stick, kind of look like that, which is not too bad actually. I think that's quite workable. And yes, you may want to get this if you want to put it on a GoPro, because let me just one-hand this. Okay, you might want to get this if you use GoPro accessories a lot and you want to put it onto their what's it called, their prong adapters, which I do actually have a lot of GoPro accessories. So yeah, another reason to get the quick release mount. Let's go back to where we were before. We were talking about the fast charging hub. I didn't get a chance to take it out before it overheated and cut, which I expect it will probably do it again soon, because I only gave it like 5 minutes to cool down. I wanted to hurry up and open all my products that I paid for and that I sponsor, because I'm a sponsor now. I pay them money. Oh, I did put it in here and it fits. It maybe juts out. Doesn't really jut out, but yeah, I think it works. I was a little concerned that part of the metal is exposed, and when you throw it into a bag it could scratch up other things like your phone, but I think that's another video first because I can't show you. I'm recording on the camera, I can't show you what it looks like when it's in here, so I'll do that later. The fast charging hub, here's my cable. It doesn't say 360 on it, Insta360 I mean. It's a nice little rubber, and it's not too long, which is good. That goes into here. This whole thing, it's a little big. I mean, maybe they could have made it smaller, but it's not huge. It's got a little bit of weight to it, and well, it's just really going to stay at home so I can have fresh batteries. I think it's a little expensive, 389 Hong Kong dollars, but if you're going to use the camera a lot, which I intend to, an easy way to have quickly topped up batteries. And the LED light on here, I can't plug it in because I don't have a battery to put in because the shop didn't have any in stock. But there are LED lights that are green, red and blue, green, red and yellow indicators. So that's a good thing to have. It's easier to figure out if it's charging or if it's not charged. I'll maybe do a proper review on that later. This is just a unboxing, I guess. So that's the fast charge hub. Would be good to know how fast exactly, but they probably have the specs on their website. Wow, almost done. I've got the mic adapter. Let's open that up before the camera overheats. Getting paranoid now. Got to check if it's still recording, which it is. Oh, the reason I didn't put the screen facing me is because this is the back of the screen is always the back of the camera, and I could reorientate it in post, but if I just uploaded it without that, the first thing you'd see would be the back, and there's no real way to switch it around. I mean, you can do it in the app. Yeah, but because it splits the files into different clips, I'd have to do it to each clip, and I wouldn't be able to match it exactly. So when the next clip comes in, there'd be a bit of a movement, and it's all annoying because why are you cutting up the clips? You should just keep recording. One really long, like 3-hour clip of me talking and being really boring in front of camera. But anyway, that's what the channel is, practicing my blogging. Mic adapter. Let's open this up. I have a Rode wireless mic here, a Rode Go #1, which I didn't take out, but that's what I want to plug this into. Maybe also, if I'm doing an interview or something, actually I have all this stuff around here, but it's set up to my Smule rig, like a camera, a reporter mic like that one, which is this one is a hypercardioid. It cuts out. It only picks up sound from in front of the mic, so that aircon wouldn't be a problem. Or you can put like a shotgun mic, or have two of them if you're doing an interview. The only way to get an external mic is with this mic adapter, which is kind of ugly. Kind of wish they had it in the camera, but very few people would actually use this. If I use it, it would be rarely, but if you need it, this is the way to do it. Make sure I got the one for the X3, which it is. Not sure if they're compatible with each other, but I think you need to get the one for your camera because they changed the USB port case or something. So that's it. It has a USB power there, so I'm imagining you can still power the camera with an external power as well as have the microphone input if you're doing a really long recording and you don't want to run on just battery. Okay, this is plasticky. It's also very light, and it looks like it has a hinge to keep it on the battery door, so you can pull that little, not battery door, you can pull the door out so it doesn't flap around, and then just, it looks like this goes in there and it stays there. I need to shoot it on another camera, so I can't show you this either because I'm recording on the only camera I have, the 360. X3. But yeah, here it is. Very lightweight, very small. Yeah, $159. Relatively cheap, I guess. In fact, if you use this, you'll probably have some expensive audio equipment. So yeah, worth a play. That said, the microphones in the base camera, the X3, they've improved a lot. It's no longer as muffled as the X2. Relatively clean. I have the aircon on because if I turn it off, it's gonna overheat, unfortunately. So, annoyingly, my sound is a bit masked by the AC noise. That's that. Have to test it later. And finally, really big. You can get 1 terabyte, but this is a good. I mean, this is big enough for I think my usage. I'll probably get about 5 hours of recording on this, so that's enough. Because after that, I want to upload it. I don't want to keep files on my camera. Otherwise, I'll just keep it there and never upload them. So, I got myself a very big half terabyte SD card. I believe you need the V3 for the X3, but I had a SanDisk Extreme, an older one, which was the top of the line one back then. It's probably like 5 years old, and it didn't like it. It kept crashing, and I'd record, and then it'd be stuck. If you get problems with your camera where it gets stuck, it's probably your memory card, because I had this issue on the X2. The memory card just wasn't fast enough. The camera is pretty high bitrate for consumer level. It's also 360. It's recording a fisheye front and a fisheye back. I think they're both 4K, so that's like 2 4K streams in one. There's a lot of data, so this is the recommended card. Video speed class V30 is what I believe you need. There isn't actually a point of getting a V90 because I don't think the camera supports V90. So V30 is fast enough. That's a lot of information, but SanDisk Extreme Pro, make sure you get the micro SDXC, which is the smaller one. It has a adapter if you want to put it onto a bigger camera, like a Sony mirrorless body. That's what I use. But yeah, got a bigger card because the last card is only 64 gigabyte and kind of small for this camera. It's plenty fine for photos, but yeah, I needed a bigger card. Incidentally, I had an older SanDisk Extreme non-pro, and the camera didn't like that either. Even though it's V30, so I don't know. That's the older card. Anyway, that's a lot of talking. That's a lot of products here too. Let me see. It's recording. Yes. I've got all this crap. I might do an in-depth, proper review on one of them later. No one really watches this. Oh, you do. Maybe you want me to have an in-depth look at one of these products that I bought. Oh, I didn't mention one thing. I did not get the sticky lens protective lenses. There's some lens, it's like a UV filter, but a special one made for this camera that sticks on. You kind of, I think you peel off the, it's got a sticky adhesive on the rim, and you stick them on top. I didn't get it because the main reason is I saw that Insta360 have, on the X3, they had a premium lens protector, and that kind of clipped on. And the difference is you can take it on and off, whereas the sticky ones, once you put it on, you kind of don't really want to take it off. Excuse me, my lunch. Don't want to take it off and put it back on and take it off because it's going to lose its stickiness. It's more meant to be a semi-permanent solution. And then the other thing is people were saying they get a bit of glare when you look at the sun, which, yeah, I totally believe. I had a look at someone posting it on their channel too, and yeah, there was a bit of a glare. It's not like a sharp. That's because it's a curved extra piece of glass, which is going to have more sunlight, light bouncing everywhere, and so I thought there are situations where I want to have the protector on and I want to take it off, and I can't do that if I get these sticky ones. I kind of need them to update their premium one, so I have the option to take it on and off. That said, apparently if you have the neoprene case or the there's another silicone case which goes on top, which I didn't get because it doesn't protect the screen, but apparently if you have the sticky lens protector on it, those fit fine. So that's a good thing if you want to protect your camera. And you probably should be careful with your camera, because as you see in the mirror here, the lenses actually jut out because they're fish eyes. They jut out, and you don't want to walk past a concrete wall and scratch it up like I did my watch all the time. All my watches, I walk along and I scrape it on a brick wall, and it's really heartbreaking, because it was a nice watch, and then I don't have the really nice watch with the very hard to scratch sapphire what's it called, glass on it. But yeah, also there was once I walked past a lady and she had a diamond ring on, and we collided, and she was like, "Oh, my diamond ring, how dare you scratch it?" It was completely fine. My watch had a massive diamond ring scratch, because diamond is like the hardest substance on earth. I'm sure her ring was expensive and she worried, but actually it was totally fine. She wrecked my lovely watch. It was a what brand was it? It's one of those thin ones from a brand I can't remember. I think it's Scandinavian sounding brand. It was one of their flagship ones too. Still got a scratch in it. I should get that fixed. But anyway, what a review. What a long-winded video. Thanks for watching. I think I need a drink, and I think I need to start the very long process of compiling these videos and uploading it to YouTube. So yeah, that's the end of the review, and you get to watch look at my whole room, and the blue light, that looked cool, right? That hopefully looks good on the camera because I can't see it. And on that note, subscribe, unsubscribe, leave a comment, leave your angry hate mail, whatever. Bye!